Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be going over my debt totals with you. This is going to kind of be a baseline for the new journey that we're starting on. Basically, we have added a bunch of debt to our totals. So the $35,000 that were in previous videos is way more now. We have a mortgage now, but that's not even the way more of the debt totals that we're going to be keeping track of. So I'm just going to update the tracker for the end of July or August, and then kind of explaining a little bit of why, and then kind of this is the beginning of a fresh slate. We had a couple of situations where we, in a sense, had to go into further debt because we didn't have enough savings for things. And moving forward, I can't foresee us needing to go into debt ever again, or further, I guess. So, like I said, this isn't really a debt update, it's more of a baseline. But at the same time, if you've been following me and you've seen our past debt updates, you're probably like, whoa, what happened there? kind of thing. And so this will be a debt update, and then from here on I'll be making monthly debt updates to keep you in the loop, because I think it's interesting to share our progress. And without making this intro way longer than it needs to be, let's get started. This tracker is from June 18th of this year. We did have a couple of situations where we had to go into debt further. One of them being, the main one being that I had a car that I was paying my grandma off for. It was literally, she was giving us the car and we could pay her whenever we had the money. And so it wasn't the main priority. And I think it was a month or two after we finally were able to come up with the money, we gave it to her. And then the engine decided it was going to stop working. And there was literally no hope to fix that car. And we had $3,000 in our emergency fund. So we were basically in the exact same situation where we were going to have a really crappy car if we used that emergency fund, and then we would have to deal with the maintenance and everything. And so we decided we had to get a car with a loan, and we didn't really want a car, so we got a truck, which is way more than we wanted to spend on a vehicle. And in fact, I personally cried when we decided that we wanted to have a truck, because I knew how expensive trucks were, and we were doing such a good job with paying off debt. We were making such good progress. In fact, we were paying $1,000 a month, like, extra towards debt because we had paid off so much. Motorcycle for Dalton, which was more so not a gift, but I got a new job and I was making $4 more an hour, and I was like, we can easily pay that off soon. And that was his dream bike, so I wasn't going to pass that opportunity up. So yes, technically we didn't need to go into debt with that one, but we did, and it's a vehicle that we plan on keeping for a long time, so I see it as a reasonable expense. In the time that I've been gone, we've changed our mind a little bit on debt. Well, first of all, I want to be completely debt free, and I also don't want to, in the time for us paying off debt, I don't want us to not live, because Dalton has always had this kind of mindset, and I was kind of let's get it done now and then we can live later. But I'm gonna actually go into this in a future video, but I would rather us enjoy life now and later than to completely do nothing right now and be able to live later, because who knows what will happen. That was my whole thought process with him getting his motorcycle. And then last but not least, we bought a house, which I don't have on here as a debt total, because that's not a debt that we are targeting, and I want to get rid of all of these debts before we focus on our mortgage. And so once this is done, then I'll start tracking our mortgage. But anyways, the house didn't come with appliances, and to spare you some time, basically we couldn't come up with the money to buy the appliances and have the down payment. So my mom had a Home Depot credit card, and with that credit card she had a promotional like 0% APR for, I believe it was 18 months. And so we put that on that credit card and we're just paying it monthly. And then later we needed a lawnmower because our lawnmower broke because the grass in our backyard is very thick. And also we had a push mower, and so we bought a mower with a credit card I opened up, and we actually paid it off 2 weeks ago, but I haven't updated this yet. So this will be the starting balance. I'm just scratching all of the debt payoff that we've done in the past, and I'm starting now. That August of 2021 is gonna be the start of our debt journey. So anyways, I'm just gonna start coloring in the ones that need to be colored in right now, and then I'm going to show you the sheet that I'm going to keep track of how much we've paid off each month. So to start off, we have paid off $100 of Dalton's phone. It is now at $499.90. So with that, each of these are each square is $100. And so I'm going to color in one square. I got new markers because half of the markers in this pack disappeared. So some of these are new and some of them aren't. So I'm just gonna color those over. And then the next thing that we ended up paying on, we didn't pay, we obviously are paying on all of these, but we haven't paid off $100 on my federal subsidized student loan. This one or this one, I probably should color in the mower before I forget. That is a debt that we have officially paid off now. And then on to First Mark student loan that we paid off $100 on that. That debt total is currently $4,034.29. So that is another square I get to color in. And this I have a pen because, like I said, half of the markers disappeared in my old pack. So I just started using pens to color in for some of them. So we're just gonna go with it. And then we've got the next one is the motorcycle. I'm gonna see if this marker is a different color. Maybe this is the right color. We get to color in one box for that. And I'll just color in all of these. This looks like it's probably closer to that color, but still not the same. The motorcycle is at $8,517.69 now. And then the the next one that we get to color in is Dalton's car. We get to color in 5 squares. Trying to figure out which color I wanted to color over this with. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And the total for that is now $15,491.09. This is supposed to be a bright color, and I'm not seeing how that's bright. But anyways, officially the last one that we get to color in is the truck. We get to color in 2 boxes. All right, and I'm just gonna go over all of the debt totals here quick. So the federal subsidized student loan is at $657.30. I already mentioned Dalton's phone. The next student loan, the federal unsubsidized student loan, is at $1,065.34. And then the federal unsubsidized student loan for this one is at $1,243.40. Those are all paid off. And I already mentioned this student loan. This one is at $5,467.87. And this one had a bunch of interest added onto it because I just started paying on it. And so with interest, it's actually above this number. And it comes to $6,120.17. The wedding loan is at $4,134.02. And this student loan is at $9,667.22. And I just realized we actually get to color in one of those, which is so exciting because this one I've been paying on for I think like 6 months now, and I'm finally under the total that I wrote down. So we'll do just the 1 square. And then the Parent Plus loan is the least of our priorities because it's not currently my name, but obviously we'll still have to be paying on it. And that comes to $15,716.82. And then the last 2 loans I've already mentioned. And then if you have any questions about these over here, it's kind of my way of showing or reminding myself which one we're targeting. So right now we're targeting Dalton's phone because that one we're paying $50 a month on. There isn't interest. It's through Verizon, and then after that one, then we're going to go to the wedding loan. And the reason we're not kind of going in order completely is because this one we're paying $2 on a month and this one we're paying $50. And this one's about the same distance. Right now it's actually closer to being paid off than here. So that way we can snowball the $50 into the next debt. But then we also have the wedding loan is the next one because that is our highest interest rate. And that one is just kind of like, we want to get it over with. So that's why that one's next. And then we're going to the debt snowball with the smallest two being next. And then we're not really taking into account this right now until we have the funds available to be saving that or to be spending that much. But this is technically how much the debt snowball should be rolling over. So technically we should be paying $434 in addition to all of this, but we are actually only going to be paying $200 and then this because I still would like to be saving a little bit because, especially because of the situation with my grandma's car, having just $1,000 in our emergency fund, I feel is not going, like it's gonna make us end up having to go further into debt if something were to happen with our house or something. But as of right now, I think that's only like $100 that we'll be saving. I am getting a promotion at work, so we will be getting a pay increase for that. So we'll be able to save more and put more towards either debt or savings. And then lastly, before I head out, I'm going to start this tracker where I'm putting the starting amount and then how much we paid, so how much came out of our bank account, what the new debt total is, and then how much of that it was reduced by, meaning how much of it went to principal instead of interest. Because I think that would be really interesting to see, look, we have $110,000 and it was only reduced by $1,000 when in reality we paid $2,000 or something along the lines of that. So like I said, this number is not including our mortgage, so we do have a hefty task at hand. So as you can see, we've made a little bit of progress this past month, and that is for the most part an average monthly update without paying insane amount of money extra coming from our overtime. I will be posting another video in the next couple of weeks with an update on how much we've paid off in August, and hopefully there'll be a little bit of overtime that can go towards debt. Otherwise it'll just be the minimums, the $200, and that's all. But if you'd like to stick around and see that, subscribe. And if you enjoyed this video and you look forward to seeing more like it, give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!